Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody out there in Radioland, I am the neighbour of the beast. Welcome back to the show. You're listening to We've got a fantastic guest in the studio with us today. We're going to have a little talk on that chat right now. Stay tuned for more. I am the neighbour of the beast. In these very uncertain times, there is one thing that is for certain. We here at Neighbour of the Beast have got your ass covered when it comes to all local and all heavy tunage. To be or not be, Neighbour of the Beast 3, Wrath of Fenrir, self-titled. Check, check, boom.
Fight me in the name of my father.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody out there in Radioland, welcome to Neighbour of the Beast, Episode 3. We are coming to you live from Savage Studios in Bunbury via Scudley Studio in Bassendean. You guys know what this show's all about. Over the next 60 minutes, we'll be playing all local, all homegrown, all West Australian punk, alternative, hard rock and heavy metal music. If you're easily offended over the next 60 minutes, you may well and truly be offended. We are here to defend the faith and offend the faithless. How heavy is it going to get, you ask? As heavy as a really goddamn heavy thing. Look guys, before I talk about that first track that we played on the show, me and Ryan want to try and make this show as proactive and as interactive as we can. So we're going to start throwing out some competitions over the next few episodes of Neighbour of the Beast, starting with on episode 3. So right now we're going to keep it simple. We're just encouraging all the listeners, all the supporters of the show to keep sharing episode 3 of Neighbour of the Beast around on social media. We're going to pick one of you guys at random and we'll be sending out your very own Inner Sanatorium t-shirt. Down the track, the prizes are going to get a little bit more special and a little bit more intricate. But like I said, we just want to keep it simple. We want to get this show circulating around the social media platforms. So just share the shit out of the show and that puts you in with a chance to win a copy of our t-shirt. We started the show with a bang this week, being a track from Fenrir. That was a self-titled track off their debut EP. Fenrir are a melodic death battle metal band from Perth. They're a 4-piece and they've had a full facelift over the last 18 months or so. Ryan Holland on guitar being the only original member, also the founding member. Aidan Vestgaard has now moved from bass guitar to lead guitar and vocals, and we had the rhythm section from Eviscerus, Herb Bennett and Jesse Solich, joining them to round out the new lineup of Wrath of Fenrir. But that track we opened up with was one of their old classics, their self-titled Barnstormer. We're going to continue the show now with another kick-ass song from a band called Remission. This is a title track off their brand new album, The Tethers End. They're a melodic death thrash 4-piece from Perth, Western Australia. Jackson Robb is the only remaining original member, and they're a really powerful live band. Crank this shit up and enjoy The Tethers End from Remission. Yep, boy. That was the Tethers End by Remission, and this is Drug Machine from Dependant, Neighbour of the Beast, Episode 3, 668. Yeah, what a song from Dependant. That was Drug Machine. They're a 4-piece thrash band from Bunbury, WA. They've been active for well over a decade, and that song, Drug Machine, was taken from their debut album Sacrifice for the Cross that was released in 2014. Our very own producer, Mr. Ryan Pearce, was also a member of that band many moons ago. We're going to go from Dependant into another band with Def in their name, but this is DFC with Ungodly Violation. Crank this shit up. Yes, that was DFC with the title track off Ungodly Violation. DFC are a brutal tech death 4-piece from Perth, WA, and this band featured Dan Granger, Brad Travasks, Ollie Morgan and Blake Simpson. Unfortunately, they're no longer a unit, but they released the Ungodly Violation LP in 2013. I had the pleasure of interviewing them for Afterline Fanzine a couple of years back, and by God, what a crazy interview. Check that one out if you haven't already. We're going to continue the show now with a bit more Southwest magic. This is a band from Margaret River in the southwest of WA, and this is a track called Seek and Despise. Crank it up and enjoy. Yep. Boy, Black Witch.
It fills you so much that it bleeds. Philosophy rise, sink and despise all these things. It's holding you down, so use your time to tear the ground. You'll never be dead, free yourself from this action. Yeah. Go to the light, friends try and die. Searching from hell, free yourself. Go to the light, friends try and die. Searching from hell, free yourself. sight is burning bridges, dreams to rise. And go for the flame, sick and responding like game. It's never too late, the 70's time is miles away. The will to be, free yourself from this and drown. Yeah! Friends I unite, searching from hell, free yourself. Go to the light, friends I unite, searching from hell, free yourself. Oh, yeah.
You're listening to Neighbour of the Beast.
What a barnstorming song from our very own Black Witch. That was Seek and Despise. Black Witch were a heavy but doomy melodic rock band from the southwest of WA. They're a 5-piece and they released their debut album Sealed in Blood. They also played Slayfest, but unfortunately broke up after vocalist Tim broke his neck stage diving at Fungal Fest a few years back. It's an unfortunate and very tragic set of events that led to the disbanding of this wonderful band. But it just goes to show when you're out having a good time at any live event, look after yourselves, look after each other, because we want to leave the shows in one piece and we want to live to fight another day. Big shout out to Tim and all the legends in Black Witch. We're now going to go into another legendary band, Tempest Rising. Tempest Rising formed in 2012 and have established themselves as one of Australia's most unique and individual alternative metal acts. Stunning new album Alter Ego is absolutely wonderful, and this single Breathe is from that said album. Crank this shit up. Tempest Rising, Breathe. Yep, boy. That was Breathe by Tempest Rising. Check out the video for that song if you haven't seen it already. It's absolutely phenomenal and it looks like they had a bloody lot of fun making it. We're now going to go into an alternative mixed gender band from the southwest of WA via Fremantle. This is Moana with the Cultess. What a wonderful song from Moana. Moana are a four-piece alternative art rock band from Fremantle. Their debut album, In the Allure, is available now. They're influenced by the wild and the weird. They describe themselves as bewitching, seductive, and primal, led by the very charismatic and mysterious Moana Mayatrix. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not very good with big words. But anyway, we're going to continue now with a band that are releasing their debut album this week on the 24th of April. They're a band I've been dealing with for a little while now. They're called Nein, and they're this week's Pullmac Band of the Week. This is their brand new single called The Fun One. You won't be around for long. Crank this shit up. Nein. Yes, that was Nein on episode 3 of Neighbour of the Beast on Ungodly Radio via Savage Studio. That song was entitled The Fun One, You Won't Be Around for Long. Nein are a glam grunge 4-piece from Perth, WA. They're releasing their debut album, like I mentioned. I'm going to try and pronounce this right. Their debut album is called Obstroporosis, and that will be released on the 24th of April. Check out the in-depth interview that I have just done with Nein during the week. And once you get the chance, be sure to get along to one of their high-energy live shows. We're now going to continue the show with all guns blazing. We're going to go into another band that have had a full facelift over the last 18 months or so. There has been several bands that we have played on the last couple of episodes of this show that have basically had full shifts in lineup and sound. This next band, Nucleust, is one of those. I'm really digging their new EP with the new lineup. Founding member Max is the only remaining original member. They're a 4-piece from Perth, WA. They formed in 2013, and this is a title track of their new EP, I Am Ocean. Yep, boy.
In the nothingness, denies nothing.
boy, what a bloody fine song from Nucleust. That was the title track of their brand spanking new EP, I Am Ocean. We're now going to go into a band called I Created a Monster. They've been active since 2015. They're a progressive metalcore 5-piece from Perth, WA. And our band, Inner Sanatorium, had the pleasure of playing with these guys about a month ago at Demon Fest. They were absolutely brilliant. And look, along with Moana, who I played a few songs back, this band, I Created a Monster, are also locked in for my Stop the Violence festival, which was locked in for the 13th of June. As you guys know, everything's up in the air at the moment with this coronavirus epidemic locking down the full country, and all live shows are in jeopardy, including this one, Stop the Violence 7. I'm not actually going to cancel this show, but I am going to postpone it, and I am going to be keeping in close contact with Fleur and the management at the Burlington Hotel, along with all the bands that are locked in to play this show, all 30 bands that are locked in to play my festival. And when Fleur gives us the all clear to go ahead, I'm going to contact all the bands to make sure they're all available, and then we're going to lock in a new date for Stop the Violence. So it's not going to be a straight out cancellation. It's not going to be carried over to next year. It's going to be postponed, and the date is going to float until we can actually lock something solid in and start full promotion for this anti-violence festival, the 7th edition of my Stop the Violence festival, once again. But this is I Created a Monster with a brand spanking new single entitled Death Draw. Enjoy.
Take another step. Take another step. Down this long road until the very end. This is what I chose. Down this long road until the very end. This is what I chose. This is what I choose. Now I hear the guidance, guided to listen in silence. This path is laid before me. This dream it will restore me. I'm traveling through this pain, unraveling all this pain. And at the end of this journey, I know what I will gain. But it's all good, fucking walk it. Get started, explore it. Nothing's gonna stop me. Get into the fucking top. When I want to get to get walk, yeah, you're never gonna stop. Now I will fight. If I can give it to me. Do you want to pay the price when I don't know what you are? Now I get that, but it's not the price you see. At the end of the day, it's neither you or me.
Would you stake everything you had to reach that dream? To reach that dream? Would you take the bait?
That was Death Draw by I Created a Monster, and this is Psychonaut with False Metal, Neighbour of the Beast, Episode 3. Scudley Radio via Savage Studio. Your boy 668. Mother truckin' shit, yeah. That was Psychonaut with False Metal. Psychonaut were formed by ex-Voyager member Mark DeVitimo. They're a speed metal band that infuses thrash and power metal elements into their sound. They're a three-piece from Perth, WA, and they have been active for over 20 years. They've played with many international legends, including Exodus, Death Angel, Fintroll, and Hell Yeah. We're now going to go into a band of brothers that are very good friends of mine. They're called Cartwheels in the Dark. They combine elements of rock, punk, grunge and folk. They're a four-piece from Fremantle and the Southwest. They've released 3 albums and 2 EPs, including their latest offering, Letters to Sandy. They've been active for over 20 years also, since 2000. And their lead guitarist, Mr. Ben Rowe, is legally blind. This is one of my favourite tracks, and every time I'm at one of their shows and they play this song, they dedicate it to me. I wonder why that is, boys. This is Pretty Ugly by Cartwheels in the Dark. Yep, boy, crank this shit up. Yes, that was Pretty Ugly by Cartwheels in the Dark off their latest offering, Letters to Sandy. Unfortunately, we're coming to the end of another show now. I hope everybody has enjoyed the show. Got a couple of people to give shout outs to. Thanks for the support. And thank you for tuning in many moons ago to Global Metal Machine and carrying over to this new venture, Neighbour of the Beast. Miss Kimmy Kelly, all the way in the UK, thanks for being such a dedicated supporter of everything that I do. Also, Dave Procco, the lead guitarist of the Decapitated Chooks. Big shout out to you. I'm glad that you and the family are enjoying the shows. Mr. Peter Renzulo at Scudley Records, Scudley Films, Scudley Studios and Scudley Radio. A massive thank you to you for giving us the opportunity to do what we do here at Neighbour of the Beast, and that is to promote West Australian, all local, homegrown musicians, music and art. We love you, Renzulo. You're a frickin' legend. Thank you. Mr. Ryan Pierce in the next room, the mastermind, the man twiddling the knobs here at Savage Studio. Me and Ryan have done a lot together over the last few years, many different ventures. We're having a lot of fun bringing this show to you. Savage Studio is still running through this coronavirus pandemic. If anybody wants any work done, contact Ryan, contact him via the Savage Studios Facebook page. Their official website will be up and running soon, so stay tuned for that. Big shout out to you, Ryan, in the next room. Thank you and much love. Also, big shout out to everybody that tunes in constantly. Without you guys, I'm just a dude sitting in a room talking to himself. So thank you, everybody. We're going to finish the show now on a double plugger. We're going to go with 2 songs. These are 2 bedroom solo projects. The first one being a track by Mr. Fetus Fertilizer, or better known as Daniel Johns. No, not that Daniel Johns, peeps. Fetus Fertilizer, or Daniel, has played in bands such as Suffer in Rot, Septic Piggery and Face Grinder, but Daniel seems to have fallen off the face of the earth over the last 18 months. Has anybody seen Fetus Fertilizer? If anybody has seen this man, please get in touch with me. The co-founder of Global Metal Machine, Mr. Dean, the Dinosaur Edwards, one of my closest friends, rest in peace, brother, was a massive fan of this man's music and a massive fan of this man personally. At Stop the Violence 1 and 2, Dino got to hang out with Fetus Fertilizer. They had a couple of good times, got some great pics together, and Dino cherished those photos. I'll share some of those photos on the Neighbour of the Beast Facebook page. Dino the Dinosaur Edwards, love you, brother. Everything I do, from here on in, you know I have you in my heart. This one goes out to you. Human Atrocities by Fetus Fertilizer. And straight after this track, I'll give you a little bit of information on our swan song, Doom Cave, The Dark Wood, coming straight after this. Fetus Fertilizer. Yep, boy.
Atrocities.
Yes, that was Human Atrocities by Fetus Fertilizer for the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dean Edwards, the dinosaur. Rest in peace. We're now finishing off the show with another solo project. This is Doom Cave with a Dark Wood featuring Lisa Marie. Doom Cave are a dark and mysterious solo project from very talented multi-instrumentalist Mr. Aidan Vestgaard. They're a melodic and earthful black metal band. Aidan has played in many bands including Satyr, Septilian, Left to Die and Wrath of Fenrir. But this is his solo project. He does everything from the writing to the recording to the mixing and the production. This is The Dark Wood, Doom Cave, Neighbour of the Beast, Episode 3 on Ungodly Radio via Savage Studio. Over and out.